Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with episodes 4 through 7 for Rwby. I'm going to do 4, 5, 6, 7 all in one video. I look ahead and I check how long each one is. Some of the episodes are 5 minutes. Some are as long as 12 or 13. I think that's the longest one I've seen yet. So altogether, I try to do about a 30-minute spot. So if we do 4, 5, 6, 7 with my intro and exit, should round out just to about a half an hour, and that's what I try to focus on. So however many add up to that is how we'll do. There's no set amount. I'm not doing like 3 by 3 by 3 because we did episodes 1 through 3 first, and we're doing 4 episodes now. Before that, we did the trailers. We did all the trailers together if you're interested in that. I'm going to start answering things in the comments. I don't typically do that with shows because of spoilers and stuff, and this is likely to have spoilers as well, but there is so much lore and mystery I'm finding in this show based on what I read briefly. And there's a lot of comments. Very successful show on the channel. I did it as a Patreon exclusive for JoJo, and I posted them on YouTube because you guys told me Rooster Teeth was just so good with people throwing up reactions and stuff like that, that they actually encourage it. So I was like, let me try it. The edits were nice and easy, and I figured why not do more, because there is definitely a following. I was surprised. I've heard of this for a long time. It came out in 2012, I believe was the year. I feel like I've seen it way longer than that. Maybe there was like something else related, but I kind of dabbled a little bit into looking into the history, and I didn't see anything past 2012. I could be wrong though. I didn't want to dig too deep because, like I said, of spoilers. But what I did see from the comments, we have these 4 women. We have Rwby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. I kind of noticed, but I thought it was just a coincidence. People said that everything, for the most part, in this show is loosely based off of fairy tales, which is pretty awesome because 1, I love that stuff, and 2, I'm watching Once Upon a Time. I'm doing tons of Dungeons and Dragons related content and fairy tales in general. I'm a big Disney guy, so it's just like in my ballpark, let's say. So I kind of thought Rwby had similarities to Little Red Riding Hood. You guys tell me that's pretty much the case. Also, everyone's names, I said, are the letters of the color they represent. It goes way beyond that. I didn't know. Weiss apparently is German for white, which makes even more sense because Weiss is white and German is Weiss. I didn't know that. So that's one thing. Blake is black. I guess that's just the play on words. Yang, I'm told, is yellow in Chinese, was it? I can't remember all the comments. I'm going off the top of my head and I'm trying to remember everything I absorbed. If I forgot, we'll figure it out as time goes on. I knew Glenda from Glenda the Good Witch. There is a lady who's aligned with Professor Ozpin. I was looking and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even realize Ozpin is Oz, like the Wizard of Oz. And he kind of walks like Willy Wonka does, Gene Wilder, with the cane, almost like he's got a hitch. Well, he does have a hitch in his step, but I almost feel like it's for show, or there's way more going on with him. There clearly is. He runs Beacon Academy. That's where we all are now. Nothing crazy has really happened. We're building the story with all our characters. All the girls are together now at the school. I do know that Rwby is the sister of Yang. I also noticed her last name is different though. I mean, I don't even know if that's last names. It's Rwby Red and Yang Long. I don't know, maybe they're middle names, but they don't have similar last names. I'm assuming they're birth sisters, but maybe they're just calling themselves sisters and they're not actually. But I'm going to start noticing things now because this is probably Goldilocks. Weiss could be Snow White because white. Blake, I don't know yet. Blake, I don't know. She's the only one that's a mystery because I feel like the rest kind of makes sense for what I just said. Then we got Wizard of Oz. We got Glenda the Good Witch. We have Jeanne of Arc. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Someone in the comments, I forget who, I apologize, but you know who you are. You were like, the pronunciation is Jean, like French, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. And it's like Joan of Arc. Jean of Arc, Joan of Arc. But it's the dude who we've met, who I'm assuming is going to be a big role as well, a big part of everything. Besides all that, I'm talking too much. There's 100 other things I could probably talk about. We'll learn more and talk at the end. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these in full, probably way ahead, or at least a good segment ahead on Patreon, in full, unedited. These are going to go up on YouTube too. Like I said, I'm enjoying them, and I like that the edits are easy and Rooster Teeth is cooperative. So check it out in the description. Patreon, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. We're also starting up My Hero Academia again. We're doing The Legend of Korra, Steven Universe, Adventure Time. Fiona and Cake is starting in a week and a half, maybe less. Check it out. Hundreds of shows and movies, full unedited. In the description is the link for Patreon. If not, episodes 4 through 7 of Rwby. This episode's 7 minutes, and a minute of that is the opening theme song.
Wake up, lazy bud!
Lazy butt, did she say?
It's morning, it's morning, it's morning.
Amazing.
I can't believe we've been at Beacon for a full 24 hours. Not that I thought we'd get kicked out or anything. I mean, you're the perfect student and well,
We're meeting new
I'm
people.
me.
I don't remember
Crazy,
these people.
You know? We've been friends for so long. What are the odds we'd still be together? Well, not together. Not that I'm not saying you're not handsome. You are handsome, but that'd just be weird, right? Right. What was I
This
thinking?
guy
But
looks...
still, I hope we end up on the same team together. Ooh, we should come up with some sort of plan to make sure we end up on the same team together.
The heart is
What if
making
we
me think
guys
of
have
Kingdom
master?
Hearts.
No, that won't work. He has a school. I know. We'll have some sort of signal, like a distress signal. A secret signal, so we can find each other in the forest. Can you imitate a sloth?
Nora,
Yes,
Nora.
friend?
I don't think sloths make a lot of noise.
Awesome. He has guns that
That's
retract
why
into his
it's
sleeves.
Perfect. Now we will suspect we're working together.
Come on, Nora. Let's go.
But not together.
All right. I don't know his name. I didn't
I
hear
wonder
it.
what those two are so
We
worked
got
up
Nora.
about. Oh, who knows? If you want to grow up, you're gonna have to meet new people and learn to work together.
You sound like Dad. Okay, first of all, what does meeting people have to do with fighting? And secondly, I don't need people to help me grow up. I drink milk.
But what about when we
Milk.
form teams? I don't know. I'll just. be
Their
on your
lockers
team
look
or
like
something.
cryogenic
Maybe
chambers.
you should try being on someone else's team.
My dearest sister Yang, are you implying that you do not wish to be on the same team as me?
What? No, of course I do. I just thought, I don't know, maybe it would help you break out of your shell.
What the? I don't need to break out of my shell. That's absolutely
Ridiculous! There's no way I put my gear in locker 636 yesterday. I would have remembered having to count that high. Why
Oh,
does this
new
have to
people.
happen
Another new
today?
person. Who's this?
So, Pyrrha, have you given any
Pyrrha.
thought to whose team you would like to be on? I'm
She
sure
is
everyone must
awesome
be
looking.
eager to unite with such a strong,
I dig the
well-known
colors
individual
and-
such as yourself.
Looks
I'm not
wise,
quite
she's
sure.
a favorite.
I was planning on letting the chips fall where they may.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could be on a team together.
Well, that sounds grand.
Great! This will be perfect. The smartest girl in class combined with the strongest girl in class.
Beautiful.
Together we will be unstoppable. I can see it now. We'll be popular. We'll be celebrities. We'll get perfect grades. Nothing could come between us now.
You know what else is great? Me, Jean Arc. Nice to meet
Jean
You
Arc.
again?
Nice to meet you, Jean.
Arc.
you. Yeah. So, Weiss, couldn't help but overhear your fondness of me the other day.
I think the teams are comprised of 4 students each, so...
You don't say. Well, hot stuff. Play your cards right, and maybe you could join up with the winning team.
Jean,
Hot
is it...
stuff.
Do you have any idea who you were talking to?
I wouldn't
Not
be
the
surprised if
slightest,
she
no, Angel.
knocked
This
him out.
is
Well, he's
Pyrrha.
being
Hello again.
Pyrrha
He's
graduated
being-
top of her class at Sanctum.
like
Never heard of it.
creepily nice, I guess.
She's won the Mistral
Could
Regional
use different
tournaments
words.
4 years in a row. A new record.
The what?
4 years running.
She's on the front of every Pumpkin Pete's Marshmallow Flake spot.
Pumpkin
That's you?
Pete's.
They only do that for star athletes and
I
cartoon
love it.
characters.
Pumpkin Pete's marshmallow
It was
flakes.
pretty cool. Sadly, the cereal isn't very
It's like
good
the
for you.
Wheaties
So,
of
after hearing all
marshmallows.
of this, do you really think you're in a position to ask her to be on your team?
I guess not. Sorry.
Actually, Jean, I think you'd make a great leader.
Oh, stop it.
Seriously, please stop it. This kind of behavior should not be encouraged.
Sounds like Pierre's on board for Team Jean. Spots are filling up quick.
I'm
Now,
on board
I'm
for
not
Team
supposed to
Jean.
do this, but
Well, no,
maybe
no,
I could pull some strings.
he's all right.
Find a place for
Right
you.
now-
What do you say?
All right, that's a bit too close. Pyrrha, a little help, please?
I knew she was eventually gonna
I'm
do
sorry.
something. I guess she
All
didn't
first-year
intentionally
students,
mean
please
to.
report to Beacon
He's
Cliff for
dead.
initiation.
We just lost
Again,
Sean.
all first-year students report to
Up
Beacon
right
Cliff
through his head. He's
immediately.
dead. Look,
It was
he's-
nice meeting you.
Likewise.
She's got like a
Having some
lance,
trouble there, Lady Killer?
like a
I don't
freaking
understand.
spear or
My
javelin.
dad said all women look for is confidence.
You have trained to become
You don't wanna
warriors.
go up to the toughest
Today,
girl in school
your
and go, "Hey,
abilities
Snow
will
Angel."
be evaluated in the Emerald Forest.
Now,
Everyone else
I'm
in the
sure
back
many
is
of you
darked
have heard
out.
rumors about the assignment of teams. Well, allow us to put an end to your confusion. Each of you will be given teammates. Today.
What?
These teammates will be with you for the rest of your time here at Beacon. So it is in your best interest to be paired with someone with whom you can work well. That being said, the first person you make eye contact with after landing will be your partner for the next 4 years.
That was good. I like that.
I told you.
After you've
Shattering
partnered up,
world back
make
to
your way
reality.
to the northern end of the forest. You
I
will
did
meet
read
opposition along the way. Do not hesitate to destroy everything in
the
your
great
path,
eagle sound
or
effect.
you will
One of my
die.
favorites.
You will be monitored and graded for the duration of your initiation, but our instructors will not intervene. You will find an abandoned temple at the end of the path containing several relics. Each pair must choose one and return to the top of the cliff. We will guard that item,
Done.
as well as your standing, and grade you appropriately.
He looks very
Are
unsure.
there any questions?
Yeah, sir?
Good. Now, take your positions.
No questions. Who's that? I didn't get that guy's name. And I was aware in the
sir?
comments, people said
Question.
the reason it's shadowed and
So
darked
this
out is
landing
because of budget.
strategy thing.
I was
what
pretty
is
sure
it?
that
You're,
was the
like,
reason,
dropping us
but
off
I
or something?
dig it
No,
because it helps
you will be falling.
with knowing what's important.
Oh,
Like, who's
I
that? Who's that guy?
see. So,
I don't know him.
Like, did you hand out?
We're getting
parachutes for us?
catapulted. Here we go. All right, we're coming up.
No, you will be using your own landing strategy.
They're just gonna launch us, and we gotta figure it out. I love
So, what exactly is a landing strategy?
it. Yeah, you better figure it out, dude. I love. Look, half of them are shadowed. Budget or not, it's easy to follow. I dig it. Oh, and we're done already. Hey, is that a real person? That girl in that thing looks real. If so, she kind of looks like Evangeline Lilly. I don't know why I said it like that. From Lost. We'll watch the theme song. This one is 4 minutes. 4-minute episode. Literally less than 4 minutes, counting what we just saw. The intro is a quarter of this entire episode. Is this our strategy? That's our strategy. We used the bird. Or no, we didn't. I guess she kind of used the bird. I thought we were going to jump on the bird and ride it down. That is so dangerous. This Beacon Academy, Osmond just launched a dozen kids into the air and was like, I hope you know how to land. Imagine like half them died. Look at Yang. Yang is just using her blasters to control her gravity.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I told you guys already. Yang's my favorite so far. Pyrrha is a new favorite. Look at that. She's got a gun that turned into a javelin. Is it a lance, a javelin? I'm going to call it a javelin. Amazingly done. She launched that javelin like 10 miles into a tree to catch Sean
Gotta
Arc.
find Yang. Gotta find Yang. Gotta find Yang. Gotta find Yang.
Quality. I'm extremely into this show, no joke.
This is really bad.
This is like, I could probably binge watch.
What if someone
There's
finds
only
her
16
first?
episodes
He's
in
not
volume
Sean.
1.
He's nice. He's funny. I
Crushing?
don't think he's very good in a fight, though.
Not good in a fight, but she kind of might be crushing on him.
Blake. So mysterious.
Her favorite. Weiss? She got him, man. Look at that. Pyrrha threw the javelin miles and caught him
no means does this
midair.
make us
She's got to be, well, she's 4-time running champion.
Hey, wait! Come back! Who's gonna get me down from here?
PD Pumpkin's Marshmallow Flakes. Pumpkin Pete's.
Do you have any spots left on your team?
Very funny.
What's the hurry?
I will not let my
Maybe
mission
she
be
has a
delayed
thing
because
for
you're
him.
too
Or maybe
slow.
they're just great
I swear, if I
friends.
get a bad grade because you're... What the? I'm not slow, see?
She
You
did a
don't
little
have
cat
to worry about me.
move. What was that little cat move?
Just because I don't exactly know how to deal with people doesn't mean I don't know how to deal with monsters. You're about to see a whole different side of me today, Weiss. And after it's all over, you're gonna be like, wow, that Rwby girl is really, really cool. And I want to be your friend.
Amazing. The voices are spot on too. The emotion,
Maybe fast, but you still excel
I
at
hate
wasting
when
time.
the emotion isn't there with animation. It's reminding me of Glitter Force with the
Rooby?
quality of the detail to the emotions specifically. Nothing else. Just the emotions. Okay, so we saw these things in the trailer. One of the trailers had these. That was the shortest. And I did read in the comments, Casey Lee Williams is the singer, 14-year-old girl, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody told me in the comments. I could be wrong. That might not be the song, but I'm thinking that's the song.
Is anyone out there?
And the bird we landed on might have been one of those things, because I didn't know they grew wings and flew.
Getting bored here.
Getting bored here.
Is someone there?
Yahtzee. Oh, we got beasties. Something's growling. Some of them are massive. Like this one looks like 3 times the size of a bear with spikes in it. And she has 0 fear. The way they fight, it looks like
in a red hood, would you?
like a video game, like a
say
combo. Combo breaker.
Jeez, you two couldn't hit the broadside of a...
Of a barn. You cut a strand of hair. Oh, she went red-eyed demon. Look at that. What specifically is this reminding me of? Oh my god, it is so reminiscent of a fighting game I used to play so many moons ago.
What? You want some too?
Good job, Blake. I got chills on that one. What was that weapon?
I could have taken him.
Someone also told me a bow. Oh, she has the bow, but was that like the bow could turn into different things? I don't know. All I know is we're engaged in many battles this episode.
Not that forward. Slow your breathing. Wait for the right time to strike. And now.
Ooh, and she can dial in different things. Killed a tree.
Hey, watch it! Excuse me, you attacked out of turn. I could have killed you. You'll have to try a lot harder than that.
There was a game I used to play. It was like, oh, I'm gonna have to look it up soon. Look at them. They're just all howling at the sun.
Well, congratulations on being the strongest child to sneak your way into Beacon. Bravo.
Weiss. I don't dislike Weiss. Weiss is... We killed many trees in this episode. Ooh. Why'd a feather fall? Was one in the tree? What was that supposed to signify?
Jean, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just a scratch.
Why didn't you activate your aura?
Huh?
She just gets cooler
Your aura.
every
Isn't it?
time.
Jean.
Now she's got a badass shield. Looks like a
Know what aura
gladiator.
is?
Of course I do.
The
Do you know
jewelry.
what aura is?
Aura is the manifestation of our soul. It bears our burdens and shields our hearts. Have you ever felt like you were being
Who's
watched
this dude?
without
I still
knowing
haven't
that
caught a
someone was
name.
there?
Yeah.
This dude's got the biggest challenge yet.
With practice,
Literally the biggest challenge
our aura
yet.
can be our shield. Everyone has it, even animals.
What about monsters?
No, the monsters we fight lack a soul. They are creatures of Grimm.
Creatures of Grimm, like Grimm's fairy
manifestation of
tales.
anonymity.
Hence the fairy tale theme.
They are the darkness, and we are the light.
Right.
This
That's
dude is
why we
awesome. He's very mysterious.
It's not about why. It's about knowing. Understanding both dark and light helps us manifest our aura. Everyone has some of both.
It shed its skin, now it's 2.
By bearing your soul outward as a force, you can deflect harm.
I
All
love
of
that
our
they're
tools and equipment are
explaining it
conduits
through
for aura.
him and her.
You
Talking,
project
narrating.
yourself and your soul when fighting.
It's like a force field.
Yes, if you want to look at it that way.
He caught its fangs in his hands. Or at least use the force. Okay. Oh my god. He just ripped its teeth out and punctured it through its eyes.
And concentrate.
And then its head blew up.
Okay.
Is she finding his
For
aura?
it is in passing that we achieve immortality.
Pyrrha?
It's all right. I used my aura to unlock yours, but the energy that protects you now is your own.
So her aura
have
can
an
unlock
object.
other auras, or could all of us do that?
Wow.
That's my only question. Her aura unlocked his aura, but is that her aura's ability or ability she has? Or could anyone with that thing do that?
I still don't think that's what a sloth sounds like.
Sloth. Boop. I hope it ends right there, and it did. Amazing. Just before I start the final one, because we're going to jump into 7, and that'll be the final one of this batch. I'm pretty sure Casey Lee Williams, in the comments, someone said, is the girl who sings the theme song. And I believe they said she was 13 or 14 years old when she did it. If I am right, and that is the song, because there is a lot of songs in the trailers and stuff, but that's got to be the one, because that's the one I hear every time. That's phenomenal. If a girl that young can sing like that and is already to that level of fame. People said her father helped her. Is he famous? Williams? I mean, Williams is a very famous name. We got John Williams, but I'm assuming, I mean, it's possible. But Williams is so common, I don't know what to think. And there's William Orendorff. But either way, I'm going to assume it's Lyron is the dude's name, because that makes the most sense. So let's jump in. This will be the final one for this block. Then we're going to do 5 and then end it with 4. Just in case anybody's wondering, those will probably be up on Patreon in full unedited before we even jump into editing up the next one. So if you're seeing this, odds are we might be done with volume 1 already on Patreon in full. So check it out. But let's jump into the final one. It sounds like she's saying, "It's victory, the innocent is full." That's what I heard, but I know that's obviously doesn't make any
Nora
sense.
Valkyrie and Lai Ren. Poor boy.
Lai
I
Ren.
can't possibly imagine those two getting along. Still, he's
Lai
probably
Ren,
better off
Nora,
than Miss
Pyrrha,
I don't care what his
Jean-Luc
friends could say.
Picard,
That Jean fellow is not ready for this level
USS
of combat.
Enterprise.
I guess we'll find out soon enough. At their current pace, they should reach the temple within just a few minutes. Speaking of which, what did you use as relics this year? Professor Ozpin?
Is he gonna... I thought he was gonna, like, beast mode out into something.
I mean-
He got too quiet.
This way. It's definitely this way. All right. It's official. We passed it.
Why can't you just admit that you have no idea where we're going?
Because I know exactly where we're going. We're going to the Forest Temple.
Hurry up! Wow, watch where you're going. Why are you so bossy?
I'm not bossy.
I dig
Don't
that
say
Rooby
things like that. Stop treating
sticks
me
up
like
for
a
herself
kid.
and defends...
Stop acting like a kid. Well, stop acting like you're perfect. I'm not perfect. Not yet.
Not
But
yet.
I'm still leagues better than you.
I dig both of them.
You don't
Weiss,
even know me.
Weiss is like the mean girl, so to speak, but not like bad person. Just a little stern. Grew
this
up
is it.
rich. I mean, maybe it's one of those things like her parents expect a lot out of her, so it's trying times when she deals with friends or people like this. We got the
Chess
relics,
pieces?
chess pieces.
Some of them are missing. Looks like we weren't the first ones here.
Chess
Well,
pieces.
I guess we should pick one.
Yeah, and some are missing. Do we play a game of chess on the
Think
podiums?
this is it?
Why are they missing? Did people take them, or is it...
I'm not
Part of
sure
the game.
this is it.
Pyrrha, I made the torch. Could you at least humor me for maybe 5 more feet?
Power Gem. I just thought of the name of the game. Power Gem was
Do
this
you
fighting
feel
game I
that?
played that's reminding me of this.
Soul-crushing regret.
No, it's warm.
I feel like this is part of the game. Like we play some weird
about
game
a
of
cute little
chess.
pony?
Move them to the other
Sure.
podium. I feel like this is like a puzzle.
That's the relic!
What kind of relic is that? It looks like a horn. It's moving. It's the horn of a beast.
That
That is connected to the head of a monster. I bet you it's horns.
Jean?
I hear growling.
Some girl's in trouble. Blake, did you hear
That
that?
was a very loud scream. It almost sounds like... Oh, it's a scorpion tail? Jesus. This is not the relic. He's holding on to the stinger of the
Whatever you
scorpion.
do, don't let...
Go.
He just went miles. I feel like Rwby and Weiss are going to come assist. That thing is massive and dangerous
Blake, did
looking.
you hear that? What should we do?
Is that the end? Oh my god, it's already over. All right, everybody, that is it for episodes 4 through 7. Some of them very fast, some of them longer than others. Like I said, the next batch coming up, we're going to stretch it longer than we have ever. We might go to like 40, 45 minutes between the exit and the intro. But then it'll be 5 episodes next. So we're going to do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 8 through 12. And then we're going to have 13 to 16, which will be the finale of Volume 1. I'm trying to do them in a nice grouping. And I feel like that works, especially since this will be wrapped up fairly quickly. I'm going to do it before I leave for Dragon Con. So like I said, if you're seeing these on YouTube, I leave for Dragon Con the 29th of August. I will definitely be done with Volume 1 by then. I might even finish it today after I edit this up. But by the time you see this, I could guarantee there'll be at least one more grouping of shows, and in a week there'll be the entire Volume 1. Let's talk about who we just met. We met Lyron, who's the dude. He's got like sort of like a samurai looking kimono type outfit. I don't know who Lyron. I don't know who he's supposed to be, because I mean, maybe not everyone has to be a reference to something, but I feel like the main people would be. Then we got Nora, who never stops talking and looks infatuated, so to speak, with Lyron in a positive, optimistic way. I don't mean that negatively, but Nora definitely wouldn't stop talking, and Lyron is a man of few words, and obviously badass as hell. He's got these 2 guns that retract into his sleeves. He was dicing things up. He had to fight 2 snakes, ripped the teeth out. The thing literally lunged at him with its fangs, and he stopped it with his palms, used his aura, because while that was going on, we were being explained what aura is. Pyrrha, who's with Jean Arc, was explaining, listen, we all have arcs. She used her arc to open up Jean's arc. But I said it during that episode. Is that her ability? Does she open up other people's auras? Or can everybody with an aura that is trained well enough do that, like assist? Because now she's like, yeah, you're good to go. I opened up your aura. I don't know if that depleted her or something. It didn't seem like it. It seemed like she was just like, all right, you're good. But she, like, I don't know. She gave me like a feeling like she might have drained herself a little to do that. But in this episode, we get them in a cave, and there is a giant scorpion. We have relics we're supposed to look for. Glenda and Osbin are watching from a distance. He said that is their goal. They got to get these relics. I don't know what the deal is with Rwby and, who was it, Weiss. Oh no, they weren't by the chest. But Rwby and Weiss are together. Rwby went flying away. Weiss and her are obviously having their disagreements. I agree with both of them. Weiss isn't a bad person, but she's very serious business and doesn't want to be bothered by anybody and a little aggressive. And Rwby is young and like, hey, stop being so mean. I ain't going to take your crap. Let's be friends. And she said, I want to be friends with Weiss. But I mean, there's a little pushbackiness going on, but I feel like they'll come together. And Weiss is interesting in her own right. I said it during the episode, but I feel like she is one of those like rich kids that grew up different and means well, but doesn't know how to act. And her parents are probably on her case all the time. Like, you got to do everything right. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. But Yang and Blake were by an array of pillars, and there were chess pieces on all the pillars. Some of them were missing chess pieces. It is possible someone was here first and took them, but I'm going to assume that the ones that are missing are part of the puzzle, and we somehow have to play some weird game of chess by moving the pieces around at different podiums, perhaps. Like, I know how to play chess. I've played chess often enough where I get the rules, but that clearly is a different form of chess, if it is even what I'm thinking. So that's going on. We met all these new people. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. I mean, I guess that pretty much covers most of what we just encountered. I'm loving everybody. If I had to rank everybody right now, if you want to know my ranking, I would honestly put Pyrrha first, because Yang I thought was awesome to begin with, but I feel like Yang, because we know her so well, kind of got sidelined this group of four, and Pyrrha was front and center. Also, gaining more weapons and abilities as we go on. Not gaining them, but we're experiencing them as we see more episodes. Now she has a shield. She has this powerful aura technique. She obviously knows a lot. She's very intelligent, but I'm trying to think of what she could be. She almost looks like a goddess or like a Wonder Woman type gladiator. I don't know, but I'm very curious. The Nora girl, right off the bat, she had the heart armor. I immediately was thinking it probably isn't, but it reminded me of Kingdom Hearts with the heart and the way the armor looked and everything. And I also said in this episode how I couldn't think of it before, but it just hit me. Power gem or power stone. That's what it was. I said it wrong in the episode, so happily I said it now. There was a fighting game, it had to be 15, 20 years ago in the arcade. If you guys don't know, I run and operate an arcade in New Jersey. One of the last remaining ones besides those that you find down the Jersey Shore, which aren't nearly as cool because we have retro cabinets and stuff. But back in the day, there was a fighting game called Power Stone. And I feel like that's what it's reminding me of. Go check it out. If you like YouTube it, you'll see. It's pretty awesome, but haven't seen it in many moons. I'm going to go edit this up. You guys let me know what you think. Write in the comments. I will definitely read these and probably interact with you way more than I do normal shows, because I'm going to be running through this and I'm loving what I see. Everything's great. The music, the people, the characters, the voices, the emotion, everything. You want to see more of what I do? In the description of the video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these in full, probably done with Volume 1, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, My Hero Academia, Legend of Korra, Avatar, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Fiona and Cake start in a week. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.